morning students. In last topic we have done different temperature scales. How we can measure temperature on Kelvin scale, Celsius scale and Fahrenheit scale. And I show you how to convert Celsius into Kelvin. So the formula is Kelvin degree Celsius plus 273. That means if I have to convert Celsius into Kelvin, then I have to add 273 in that. And I have given you some example. First 0 degree Celsius, that is the freezing point of water. Freezing point of water. So how I can convert it into Kelvin? Put this 0 value in degree Celsius plus 273. Then on Kelvin scale its value becomes 273. So it is 0 degree Celsius is equal to 273 Kelvin. Next 25 degree Celsius I have given and 100 degree Celsius. Same way you have to do it. 25 degree Celsius it is 298 Kelvin, and third 100 degree Celsius it is freezing point, it is room temperature and it is boiling point of water, plus 273 and its value becomes 373 Kelvin. Now today we are going to do next formula, how to convert Kelvin into Celsius. So what will we do? From Kelvin we will take this number here and it will become Kelvin minus 273. For example, if I have given 573 Kelvin, 573 Kelvin, I have to convert it into degrees Celsius. So at Kelvin I will write 573 minus 273, then value of degree Celsius will become 300. That means 300 degrees Celsius is equal to 573 Kelvin. So now I will give you numerical for this. So write first 100 Kelvin, second 200 Kelvin and third 300 Kelvin. Convert these values into degree Celsius. Second, we are going to convert Celsius and Fahrenheit. In lower classes also you have done this, so simply today we are revising it. So degree Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 into degree Celsius plus 32. I am taking here example now. 0 degree Celsius, that is the freezing point of water. On Fahrenheit its value will be, at this place I will put the value of Celsius plus 32. 0 is multiplied by any number, then it will 0 plus 32. That means 0 degree Celsius is equal to 32 degree Fahrenheit. And same we can reverse it to find the value of Celsius. What will we do? If I want to find this value of Celsius, then I will take this number this side. So degree Fahrenheit minus 32 and this number will go this side, then it will reverse by 5 by 9. So these are the formulas, but the most important formula is to convert Kelvin into Celsius and Celsius into Kelvin. So today I give you numerical only according to these two. These two formulas are very important. This was simply the conversion of temperature on different scales. Now next is, before starting this, most important topic, latent heat. What is latent heat? Latent word means hidden. Heat means heat. Hidden means anyone cannot see it. So latent heat is one type of hidden heat, and it is increased or decreased when the change of state takes place during temperature changing. So latent heat is the minimum amount of energy required to change the state of matter. So here minimum amount of energy is important. This energy we are taking here in the form of heat, and it is given by temperature. So latent heat is minimum amount of energy required to change state of matter. When solid is converted into liquid and liquid is converted into gas, or gas is converted into liquid and liquid is converted into solid, that time this latent heat includes. Here I am taking one container and putting some ice cubes in it. This is burner. Now I have to change its state. Then what will I do? I have to start here heating. To check this, I am taking here laboratory thermometer. Laboratory thermometer and clinical thermometer, you read this in your junior classes. Laboratory thermometer is used in labs and clinical thermometer is used in clinics by doctors to measure human body temperature or animals temperature. So this is clinical, it is thermometer, laboratory thermometer. Its lowest value is -10 degrees Celsius and highest value is 110 degree Celsius. This is a bulb that I am putting in the material whose temperature I have to measure. The temperature of these ice cubes is 0 degrees Celsius, because water is ice at 0 degrees Celsius. Now I start heating. Then what will happen? This heat will go in container and start giving energy to these ice cubes. These ice cubes are solids. When their particles get this heat energy, then vibration starts in them. Vibration. These particles, solid particles, cannot move because they are closely packed. But when they get energy, then they start a vibration. They start move at their own place. And when this energy increases more, on heating, energy increases more and more, then what will happen? Their energy increases and they start to separate from each other. And when they start to separate from each other, then what happens? Their state starts to change. At 0 degrees Celsius, when temperature starts to increase here in thermometer, what will you check? you will see that here little bit ice cubes are there and some amount of water is also there. When ice cube starts to melt, up to that time the temperature we give to this container, then this is known as latent heat. Latent heat. Then this temperature remains fixed. Now it will not move more than this. This temperature remains fixed at 0 degrees Celsius up to whole ice is converted into water. Now whole ice is converted into water. That time temperature on this scale remain fixed. Temperature will not change. Then where this heat will go? Where is this heat that we have given? This heat is given to particles of matter to break their force of attraction, and that heat is known as latent heat. When we are using this from solid to liquid, then it is called latent heat of fusion. Fusion word is used for melting. Now second we are taking. At 0 degrees Celsius completely ice converts into liquid, and now the temperature of this liquid starts to increase from 0 degrees Celsius. Here it is 0 degrees Celsius. Now this temperature starts to increase in the thermometer up to 100 degrees Celsius. 100 degrees Celsius is boiling point of water. Up to that time water will not boil. So these particles take heat and doing vibrations, movements in the container, but they are moving here and there. They can't leave the container because they need more energy. At 100 degrees Celsius what happened? We are continuously heating it. At 100 degrees Celsius these particles get enough energy and released out from this container. That means they are now converted into gas or steam state. Steam or gas state. Now we continue to heat this water. Temperature remains 100 degrees Celsius on this thermometer. It will not change up to that time when complete water is converted into steam. So where this heat go up to that time? That heat is called now latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization. So it was by experiment. Now see the definition. I will write definition for you. Latent heat, hidden heat. It is of two types. Latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of fusion. Minimum amount of energy, or we can simply say heat, required to change 1 kilogram solid into its liquid without change in temperature. Here heat is given, but temperature on thermometer does not change. So at 0 degree Celsius, when water is ice, then what happen? At 0 degree Celsius, this ice completely converts into water. It does not change its temperature, but it changes its state. So the heat given at this temperature, at this time, it is known as latent heat, and it is latent heat of fusion. Same, latent heat of vaporization. So definition becomes minimum amount of heat given to change 1 kilogram liquid into its vapors at fixed temperature or without change in temperature. So 100 degrees Celsius water converts into vapors, temperature not change, and the heat given for this is known as latent heat of vaporization. So it is complete today. So you have to revise this topic and solve these numericals. Thank you.